All right, the metropolis of Fairburn. Not much left, but there are a few buildings.
A little history. Fairburn was one of the towns that basically grew up overnight when the railroad came up from up from Chadron, Nebraska, and it made its way up through Hot Springs and then up to Buffalo Gap and into Fairburn, on up to Hermosa and into Rapid City. The railroad is actually still here. It just doesn't stop here anymore. However, there are a number of old structures within the town that we're going to take a peek at. I would bet some of them are probably either haunted or, slightly, spooky in their nature. Some of the places are looking a lot better than others, as you can tell. Some of them look, are still being used, while others are, kind of spooky period. This here is the main street, as you can tell, the old-fashioned storefront there. They used to have a hotel here and here. The old Coke sign there on the side of the building. We'll go up here and circle back. We'll show you a firehouse that was embedded inside a hill. This is kind of unique. My son, who loves fire stations, kind of got a kick out of it. Looks like there was a bank vault here at one time. The,
Something anyway.
Concrete is still there. Probably could be used as a smoker nowadays. Bigger building up here. Again, another former business now turned into a house of sorts.
There it is, guys.
This is the fair.
I would love to get into that little building.
Yeah. Inside a hill.
Tiny hill.
Tiny little hill. You want to go mow the grass? Why? It's on top of the firehouse. Oh, darn. Bison crossing. You want to watch out for bison around here. They do tend to tip cars over.
And attack tourists who are stupid enough to try to pet them.
Oh, yeah. These are not fluffy doggies. These are things that they've actually taken a Greyhound bus and knocked it over. I kid you not. Look up Custer State Park sometime. That'd be a neat building to go walk around inside.
Mm-hmm.
One thing you'll also notice is there's always a lot of trailers in the Black Hills. They seem to be a quick way for people to move into an area, set up. Great big garage there at one time.
Yeah, interesting looking building.
Somebody spent a lot of time setting that one back up again, which I like.
Yeah, it'd definitely be interesting to see what they do with it once they finish doing with it. Because you can tell they're doing a lot with it, so it'd be interesting to see what their final plans are.
Yeah. Bed and breakfast. That'd be cool.
That would be interesting. I'd stay there.
I'd stay there.
I know some people's in the group who would stay there.
Have a neat old house there.
Right.
And yet another trailer. There's an old structure hidden behind the trees. Oh.
Yes. Old cop car.
Yep. And another trailer, more modern there.
I'm trying to make sure I don't show anything too personable.
Right.
As we do have some people still living in the area. We don't want
to interrupt their paradise. Old garage right there.
But this is what we do. We sometimes just drive around through small towns, abandoned towns, although this one's not technically abandoned. It is a smaller town. To see old buildings and say hello. My husband's a people person. He'll talk to anybody.
This is perfectly normal for me. But then again, for the fun of it, my job that I do, I work for the government, and I wander around to small towns and
he counts the peoples.
One. But it's, you know, it's the perfect job for me because I get a chance to go out and see, you know, where people live, or, you know, if they've moved on from a place, then, you know, check off. One of the jobs I used to have, I actually would have to do the next step, which is to try to see if I can figure out where the people moved to. And if it's too far out of my range, then I have to pass the person on to somebody in that new location. And here's the old school, which is a museum, but unfortunately we never seem to be able to get there when somebody's there.
We will find somebody eventually, but nobody is ever here. That's a museum, but it doesn't ever seem to be open. So I think it may be a shutdown museum. I'd love to get in there and peek around and poke around at the museum.
Call them sometime. Hey! There's actually some people walking around.
Uh-oh. We'll pause that because we don't. Although it's faded out, look, it's one of the directional signs. At least it used to be a directional sign. It used to tell you where everybody was. It's very faded out, though.
It's got roads on it instead.
It does. It does have roads on it. You can still see the roads. But you can't really see anything else. That's what made me notice that it was one of those signs. Because the roads you can still see, but you can't see any of the names of the plots or the houses or anything anymore.
Kind of cool, though.
It is very cool. And that's how people used to give directions and find out what other beings were at.
Mr. Yo probably lived 4 miles down.
Fairburn Fire Department, the new one. Newer one. Okay, that is the end of Fairburn for the most part. We're heading out. Where we're going, don't know yet. We'll see. Maybe another one, maybe home. We'll see. We'll see you guys in the next adventure, which will be next weekend. This is my long week. Say goodbye.
Bye-bye.